Hello, everyone. I wanted to take a quick second when I'm not here to figure out what we're doing with saving files. So I know everyone's in a different place, and I know everyone at this point has experienced a oops, I don't know where I saved this, or oops, my computer isn't working and now I can't get my files. So I want to cover everything with you real quick, and we'll keep talking about it in class. But for those who don't know, this is your desktop. Your desktop, I want you to think of it like a literal desk. If you're sitting in class, the things you have laid out there when you're in class, that is what you can access. So as you can see, I've got some folders, some apps, some files individually over here. So if I go into my files, and mind you, I'm on a PC, so this right here would be your Finder on a Mac, that little smiley face icon. You're going to click it, and you'll see if I hit desktop, it's going to show the exact same things that I have on my desktop. If you go down the list, all of these serve different functions. So if you go to downloads, it's going to be anything that you download will go here unless you specify it going somewhere else. Anything in documents is normally where program files are being kept. So as you download apps, they all have certain information that make them run, and this is where that will be located. Your pictures, your music, videos, pretty, self-explanatory. And then over here is just any folders you have on your desktops will have their own link in your Finder as well. You can see these ones are just the ones I have here. So this PC, that is just your overall storage. So sometimes people can have external hard drives, and then there would be a difference between the stuff on this PC and the stuff on that hard drive. The network, I'm not connected to a network on my home computer, but you are connected to a network through ETCS, ECTS. We don't use it right now because they're kind of phasing away from using it, but it is there. And we'll talk about that more in class. But for now, all I want you to know is that your desktop is like a desk. It's what you have on that specific computer. So if I come in and I walk up to your computer and I put my fist through it and break it and it explodes, everything that's on that desktop is gone. If you don't have it backed up somewhere, it's lost. And some of you know that now, but when we talk about backing up files, there's a couple different options you can do. So you can do a flash drive, so a little external storage device, an SD card, and you can store things on those. It's not a bad way to back up files, but it does present a risk of if they get damaged. They are kind of fragile sometimes. If a little pin gets bent in them and they stop working, then you have to go through the headache of trying to extract all that information off. So the storage device that I recommend to you guys and ask you to use in your projects is OneDrive. So when we talk about those project folders, every folder that I have you guys make and put into OneDrive and share with me is designed for you to have this like external motivation to one, organize your files, and two, back them up in your OneDrive. So you're getting a grade for it and it's already there. So I want you to think of OneDrive like your backpack. If I put my files into OneDrive, I can take them home and open them on my home computer. I can go back to tech and open them there. I can open them on my phone in a McDonald's and work on making stuff for you guys wherever I'm at. So same with you guys, especially with those binder entries. You can do those by accessing them on OneDrive and working on them on your phone wherever you go. So if OneDrive is like a backpack and the desktop is like your desk, you should be able to remember those two things and back them up accordingly. Google Drive is another form of a backpack. It's just not what we use here. But for your own personal files, you can use that as well. So the last thing I want to show you is in Photoshop itself. Some of you have probably seen the cloud storage. So cloud storage is yet another backpack, except this is an Adobe brand backpack. So you can only open it when you're in some type of Adobe application. So as you can see, all of these things, these are all your guys' projects that pop up in my recent files. These are things that I have downloaded to my computer. So they are physically on my computer. If I opened my same Photoshop account from school where I didn't grade these, I wouldn't see all of this because this is not in the cloud. If I go to my cloud storage because I don't use it, I have one thing in there. It's some rubrics, and that's it. So since this is in the cloud, I could open this from school or from anywhere by signing into my Adobe account because it's in my Adobe cloud storage. But your recents folder, this right here that you see, is just an extension of your desktop and of your physical computer. So if you save a project and you're relying on it being in your recents, and then you have to move to another computer and it's not there anymore, it's because it's not on that computer. So, and you can see, for example, if we look at this project here, I can open this file from here because it's saved in here. But if I close it, and it is, I'll go find it in my downloads somewhere. If I delete that, it's going to either disappear from here or I'm going to click on it and try to open it. And yeah, it doesn't let me open it. It's gone because it's not on my computer anymore. So the process that I want you guys to do as you work on projects, you make your progress in Photoshop, in Illustrator, in whatever program in class. You save it, you take that file, and you upload it to your OneDrive. When you begin working the next day, you go on OneDrive, you download that file, you continue working on it, you save it, you put it back into OneDrive. So it is a little redundant and tedious, and you can use a flash drive if you want. But it is worth it to back up your files, especially with the way technology has behaved this year. You don't wanna get stuck in a situation where you fall days behind because you lost days worth of progress. It's just not fair to you, and it's my job to teach you guys how to, keep track of your own stuff and back it up, so I can't make exceptions when stuff like that happens when I give you warnings. So, here is your big video warning.